Welcome to MFC TV News Hour, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the Confluence State of Nigeria. I am Sharifa Tonono Mohammed. The headlines: Lagos government tells traders to desist from selling wildlife. OSUN police students design voters registration machine. OPM General Overseer present 14 flats, a car to DEBORAH'S parents. And Russian billionaire Roman Abramovich finally hands off Chelsea Football Club. Now the news in detail. The Lagos state government has warned those who engage in illicit trade and sales of wildlife, especially in the wet markets across the state, to desist. The State Commissioner for Environment, Tunji Bello, in handing down the warning, said his ministry would soon commence a statewide surveillance and enforcement to curb the menace. According to a statement by the Ministry Director of Public Affairs, Kunle Adeshino, Commissioner spoke at a press briefing in his office as part of activities to mark the 2022 World Biological Biodiversity Day on Monday. Bello was quoted as describing biodiversity as an essential asset that must be sustainably managed, wisely utilized, and conserved for future generations. The statement read, Bello said the greatest threat facing biological diversity today were numerous, but preeminent among them were habitat destruction and overexploitation, adding that the quest by property developers to acquire land for housing projects has led to the wanton destruction of many wetlands and forest ecosystems, which serve as habitat for a considerable percentage of the state biodiversity. The Nigerian Center for Disease Control has disclosed that death toll from the 2022 outbreak of Lassa fever is now 152. The center made this known in its latest Lassa fever situation report made available to newsmen on Tuesday. Since the last outbreak of the disease in 2016, the NCDC noted that there had been an increase in the number of recurring cases. In 2019, the center noted that 796 cases were reported, while in 2020, 1,165 cases were confirmed during the height of the pandemic. The NCDC also confirmed a total of 4,732 suspected cases in 2021. The center stated, so far in 2022, 152 people have lost their lives, the highest death reported in 4 years. The NCDC noted that while 51 health workers have been affected, 723 persons have been hospitalized. It added, the Federal Ministry of Environment is also implementing a Lassa fever environmental response campaign in high-burden states. The Independent National Electoral Commission said it will collaborate with anti-graft agencies to prosecute candidates of political parties possessing forged academic credentials in the 2023 general election. Such collaboration, the Commission said, would involve the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission and the Code of Conduct Bureau. INEC also clarified that there is no specific law that makes it mandatory for electoral candidates to present evidence of tax payment before they could contest election. The chairman of INEC, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, stated this in Abuja during a meeting on the collaboration of effective tax compliance of political office holders, convened at the instance of the Joint Tax Board. Other agencies that were represented at the meeting included the Chief Executive Officer of the Federal Inland Revenue Service and the Code of Conduct Bureau. Yakubu said that beyond the nullification of elections of candidates that submitted fake or forged credentials, he believed that such individuals should be prosecuted. He said they are already collaborating with the ICPC, which is prosecuting candidates who submitted fake or forged academic credentials to INEC, as a result of which elections were nullified by the election petition tribunals. Yakubu said there was no specific law that made it mandatory for candidates for election to present evidence of tax payments before they could contest election. He, however, pledged INEC's commitment to relevant agencies to ensure that public office holders complied with the country's constitution and relevant laws, including tax. The rector of Osun State Polytechnic Ire, Dr. Woye Olaniro, has announced the invention of a data capturing machine for voters registration by some students of the institution. Olaniro, who disclosed this during a press briefing heralding the combined 7th convocation ceremony of the Polytechnic held in Osogbo on Tuesday, also said the data capturing machine was part of many inventions by students and lecturers of the institution that will be exhibited as part of the activities for the convocation. According to him, the data capturing machine could detect multiple registration. When tested using his data, it revealed that he had previously registered. He said the management would patent the invention and present it to the Independent National Electoral Commission for possible collaboration. The General Overseer of Omega Power Ministry, Chibuzo Chinyere, has gifted 14 flats and a car to parents of slain Sokoto student, Deborah Samuel. The cleric also relocated the family to Port Harcourt and promised Deborah's seven siblings automatic scholarships. Sharing photos on its official Facebook page, the church said the gift was to help the family of the deceased. Deborah, a student of Shehu Shagari College of Education in Sokoto, was beaten with sticks and stoned before she was set ablaze on the school premises on May 12. Although her killing was condemned within and outside the country, there have been protests in Sokoto calling for the release of the suspects arrested over the murder. The OPM General Overseer made the presentation of the house and car when he met with Deborah's family in Port Harcourt, the Rivers State capital. The family members were flown in from Niger State to Rivers. According to OPM, the funds for the house and cars for Uber businesses were from the tithes and offerings of church members. He wrote, in fulfillment of his earlier promise and in honor of the late Deborah Samuel, he, on behalf of the Omega Power Ministry, relocated and donated a 14-flat mini estate and a Corolla car for Uber business to her family in Port Harcourt. The estate was registered in their name immediately. May God take all glory and honor. Amen. We go on a short break. We'll be right back. And on politics, there was confusion at the National Secretariat of the All Progressive Congress on Tuesday when the National Working Committee released yet another revised timetable and schedule of activities for the governorship, State House of Assembly, Senate and House of Representatives primary elections. The new schedule, which comes a day after the party adjusted the old timetable, had a slight alteration in the date. Unlike in the previous schedule of activities, the primary for the 340 senatorial aspirants that was slated for Friday, May 27, will now hold on Saturday, May 28. On the other hand, the primary of the House of Representative aspirants, earlier scheduled for Saturday, May 28, has been shifted to Friday, May 27. Accordingly, the date for primaries of the 145 governorship and State House of Assembly aspirants remain the same, Thursday, May 26. While apologizing for the last-minute adjustments, the National Publicity Secretary of the party, Felix Morka, disclosed that the special convention for the presidential primary will be held as scheduled until Monday, 30th of May 2022. An aspirant of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Barrister Mrs. Natasha Apoti-Oduago, has emerged winner of the Kogi Central Senatorial primary election held on Wednesday at the Kahal Cinema in Okene. Oduago scored a total of 159 votes out of the 173 accredited delegates to top the list. Her victory was coming after 3 postponements. The result was announced by the returning officer, Mr. Mohammed Hassan. Barrister Mrs. Natasha Apoti-Oduago declined from the Social Democratic Party SDP and joined the People's Democratic Party PDP to contest the Kogi Central Senatorial election. Mahmoud Ademo Atta came a distant second, scoring 13 votes, while Etudaye Mohammed Adamu Ibrahim Yakubu Adoke and Itopa Onimisi scored 0 votes, with 1 void vote. Addressing newsmen shortly after her victory, she said she dedicated her victory to God and the people of her senatorial district. On the complaints of those aspirants who withdrew from the race, she said there is no for appeal by any aggrieved aspirant to state their complaints. Yes, it is their right to complain. She have confidence in what the leadership of the party have done. She does not see any manipulation. They can approach the appeal panel for redress. She promised to work for the victory of the party in all the elections. Earlier, 6 out of 7 senatorial aspirants of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) had petitioned the National Secretariat of the party over manipulation of the delegate list by the state chairman of the party, Engineer Sam Uwotu. The aggrieved aspirants are Senator Ahmed Ogembe, Honorable Abdulkarim Salihu, Mohammed Onimisi, Etudaye Mohammed, Ibrahim Yakubu Adoke, and Mahmoud Ademu Atta. Former Senator Ahmed Ogembe, in a joint press conference with aggrieved aspirants at the venue of the primary, accused the state chairman of the party for manipulating the list of the delegates from all the 5 local government councils in the district. He noted that out of 7 aspirants, 6 of them have petitioned the national chairman of the party, and they all believe that they will take action. He said he decided to withdraw from the primary since the process was not free, fair, credible, and transparent. Among the aspirants who stayed to witness the primary election include Mohammed Onimisi, Etudaye Mohammed, and Mahmoud Ademu Atta. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission on Tuesday arrested former Governor Rochas Okorocha of Imo State after laying siege to his Abuja home for 7 hours. Okorocha, who currently represents Imo West Senatorial District, was arrested by a combined team of EFCC operatives and policemen who broke into his home through the ceiling after he had denied them entry. The former governor, who is a presidential aspirant in the All Progressive Congress, has been having a running battle with the EFCC since he ended his tenure in 2019. He had obtained a court order barring the commission from arresting or harassing him. On Tuesday, however, EFCC agents stormed his home located in Highbrow, Maitama around 11:30 a.m., insisting that he follows them to the headquarters of the commission. The EFCC, in a statement by its spokesman, Wilson Wajarin, said the commission had to arrest Okorocha because he had to face trial on May 30, and the judge had threatened to strike out the case if the former governor was not brought to court. The spokesman further stated that Okorocha had ignored all invitations and even jumped bail, hence the commission had no choice but to arrest him. Reacting, however, Okorocha said it was all a ploy to prevent him from attending the presidential screening of the APC. The Imo West senator wondered why he was being treated like a common criminal. Repeated attempts by the EFCC to enter the main building were rebuffed by many of Okorocha's aides and security detail. While this lasted, supporters of the former governor gathered outside the compound and began protesting, describing the incident as a witch hunt. Okorocha's lawyer, Ola Olanipeku, told journalists that the EFCC operatives that laid siege to the senator's home did not come with a warrant of arrest or invite him. Minutes before the operatives broke in, Okorocha, in a live video made on his official Facebook page, said that the officers of the commission had broken all his bulletproof doors. This may be his last appearance because he don't know what they want to do. Okorocha and his family members could be seen in the video running around the living room in fear of the operatives who were banging on the door leading to the living room. The operatives eventually broke through the ceiling, arresting Okorocha. He was immediately put into a ready vehicle and whisked away while tear gas was fired to disperse journalists as well as supporters of the former governor. Let's join Jonah Malik for our sports update.
And on sports update, Russian billionaire Roman Abramovich has finally hands off Chelsea Football Club. The The UK government on Wednesday morning finally approved the sale of the West London club to Todd Bowley's consortium. The consortium has now bought the Premier League club from Abramovich. A government spokesperson said late last night the UK government reached a position where they could issue a license that permits the sale of Chelsea Football Club. Following the sanctioning of Roman Abramovich, the government has worked hard to ensure Chelsea Football Club has been able to continue to play football. But they have always been clear that the long-term future of the club could only be secured under a new owner. Following extensive work, they are now satisfied that the full proceeds of the sale will not benefit Roman Abramovich or any other sanctioned individual. They will now begin the process of ensuring the proceeds of the sale are used for humanitarian causes in Ukraine, supporting victims of the war. The step today will secure the future of this important cultural asset and protect fans and the wider football community. They have been in discussion with relevant international partners for necessary licenses required, and they thank them for all their cooperations. Liverpool Jordan Club has been named the League Managers Association Premier League Manager of the Year. It was announced on Tuesday. The Reds won the English League Cup and the FA Cup, beating Chelsea in a penalty shootout at Wembley on both occasions. But Liverpool lost out on the Premier League title to Manchester City by just a point after both clubsmen and Pep Guardiola's side won their respective matches on Sunday final day of the thrilling campaign. Club, collecting his accolade at the LMA Award dinner in London, said, "It is a great honor and it was an insane season." The German, paying tribute to his backroom team, added, "When you win a prize like this, you are either a genius or you have the best coaching staff in the world, and he's here with all his coaching staff. They know how much he appreciates them." Club also collected the Sir Alex Ferguson Trophy, named in honor of the celebrated former Manchester United boss, which is voted for by the full membership of the managers across all divisions in English senior football. Liverpool may have been denied an unprecedented quadruple by City this season, but they will now try to add the Champions League to their impressive trophy haul this season when they face Real Madrid in a Paris final on Saturday. And that's sports update on MFC TV News. I am Malik Jonah. Back to Akasta for more stories.
Thanks for the update, Jonah. And on entertainment, Matthias Ayodeji is standing by.
Now foreign entertainment news. Warner Bros. Heads of DC unit Walter Amanda has testified in the ongoing Johnny Depp defamation trials over claims by Heads lawyers that DC considered replacing the actress for Aquaman 2 over a domestic violence backlash. Amanda testified in court that Depp's allegation played no role in the production, considering a replacement for the film's sequel. While Warner Bros. Did consider replacing Head, it was over a lack of chemistry between lead star Jason Momoa and the actress. According to Amanda, the studio delayed on its choice for several weeks as they considered whether to recast Hart's character, Mena. He said they didn't have a lot of chemistry together. Editorially, they were able to make the relationship work in the first movie, but there was a lot of concern that it took a lot of effort to get there. The executive further revealed in his testimony that the production eventually created it using movie magic and the film's score. Variety reports that Heads was paid $1 million for the first Aquaman and $2 million for the sequel. Her lawyers have argued that she should have been able to negotiate for more money despite the sum being consistent with her original contract. They claim that the backlash from Johnny Depp's allegation cost her the opportunity in a bid to claim losses. Head is seeking $100 million in a defamation counterclaim against Depp. The estranged couple have been in court for 6 weeks, sharing shocking details of their toxic 15-month marriage. Now on our entertainment news from Africa. The nominees for the 15th Edis Award have been announced, and Loje, Ruger, Zinoleski and others have all been nominated in the Next Rated category. The Next Rated, the most contentious category in the Edis, appears to be on track this year, with no unexpected nominations. All of the artists nominated this year have had a truly impactful year, releasing songs that have exposed them to millions of fans worldwide, indicating their potential to truly take over the world in the months or years to come. This year, debutants such as Aerostar, Ruga, and Loje were all nominated for the next rating. The category is a voting category for the most promising act with an EP or album in the year under review. The nominees for the year are Aerostar, Benson, also known as Buju, Loje, Ruga, Zinoleski. The Edis Award show is scheduled to hold on Saturday, 4th September 2022 at the COBB Energy Performing Arts Center in Atlanta, USA. And that is all on entertainment news today. My name is Matthias Ayodeji Peter, reporting for MLC TV News. Back to our caster for more stories.
Thank you, Matthias. And that's the size of our package today. Join us tomorrow at this same hour to watch our news as we give you updates on happenings within and across the globe. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Malachite TV. Like and follow our Facebook page, MLC TV, Instagram, MLC TV 2021, and Twitter at MLC TV1. For your event coverage, information, contribution, advert, and sponsorship, please call any of our numbers displayed on your screen. Join us Friday and Saturday to watch our special programs. Friday 9 p.m. Local Government and You. Saturday 7 p.m. Family Affairs. 9 p.m. Political Arena. And Women's World Sunday by 6 p.m. It's Malachite TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. I am Sherifat Onuno Mohammed. Please continue to be your brother's keeper to build a united and peaceful society together. Good day and thanks for watching.